Welcome back. You're watching the Cup That Matters. Pakistan still need 100 runs of just a little under 9 overs in the real final being played out in Adelaide. India all set to repeat history and give Pakistan its 6th drubbing in World Cup matches from it. India has a blemishless scoreline against Pakistan, 5-0 in 5 World Cup matches, and now it's going to be 6-0 very, very soon. Let me go across straight to Adelaide to our consulting editor, Boria Majumdar. Boria, fans going delirious already in Adelaide as well as in India?
Absolutely, Shivani, absolutely. I mean, if you really look at the stadium now, the Pakistani enclosure is already half empty, and both sides, the blue invasion has started. I mean, outside of the stadium, the dolls have started to go. Inside of the stadium, they're enclosed with a blue invasion, a sea of blue. This is just, disappointing, hurtful, absolute decimation of Pakistan. And this is a formality. 8 overs, 100 runs to go. Misbah is just trying to delay the inevitable. You're absolutely right. I mean, the celebrations are about to begin. The party is on. It will continue for all of this night. Indians, 3/4 of the stadium was blue anyway, and now it's all blue. It's all India, and Pakistan's nowhere in the business.
Yes, like me and Nikhil were chatting in the studio, Boria, what is it about Pakistan in World Cup matches and India? They have a better record against India in ODIs overall, in fact, by quite a margin. But in World Cup, it just seems they can't handle the pressure.
Absolutely, that's the word, pressure. I mean, we keep saying South Africa is the C team. I mean, they are the chokers. They are the ones who can't handle pressure. Pakistan chokes when it comes to India. The sight of India in World Cup cricket, the sight of blue finishes them off. I mean, even today, when we were doing the dinner show, all of you, and you and I, we were saying 300, is it enough? 20 runs, 24 runs less, 25 runs less. Pakistan was nowhere in the contest. I mean, the moment that Umesh Yadav's spell happened, 103 for 4 and then 119 for 5, match was over. I mean, I was actually sitting next to Wasim Akram and Moin Khan in the press box, and both of them seemed just absolutely dejected when that Umar Akmal dismissal was given, that feather touch to Mahendra Singh Dhoni. They were in fact saying, "Oh, you guys are wrong," when they went up to check with the third umpire. As if, they were actually getting aggressive. They were trying to get angry that what is happening to Pakistan, but it was out. It was clearly out. And since then, the downfall started. I mean, there is no way Pakistan can make it back from here. And 3 months of misery has been redeemed. Mahendra Singh Dhoni now once again back. Think of Virat Kohli after all of that disappointment. And as I speak, Shivani, almost another wicket. Almost another wicket. Didn't happen. Having said that, India is well and truly home.
Yeah, what about that dismissal actually that Boria was mentioning about, Nikhil, of Umar Akmal? Feather touch, but that's where technology helps, because in the end, it was the right decision.
Well, absolutely. You had the sneakometer there, and the wavelength showing it was a feather touch.
Slight touch, yeah.
Absolutely. A touch is a touch, whether it's a big enough nick or a small enough nick.
In such cases, though, we see the benefit going to the batsman. Like there was a run-out case as well, where, whether the bat was up in the air, was it grounded in time, but the benefit went to the batsman, but not in this case. It all evens out, as they say sometimes.
Well, absolutely. But at the end of the day, at least with that particular dismissal that Boria is talking about, I think the third umpire had 2-3 opportunities to have a look with the sneakometer. And until and unless, Shivani, he was 100% convinced, he would have never raised his finger or told the on-field umpire that he's convinced and he's out. So at the end of the day, you talk about things evening out. If you've nicked a ball, you have the technology, my friend, you got to make that dreaded long walk back to the pavilion.
Boria, you've been interacting with fans, not just today at the stadium, but all throughout the build-up to this mother of all battles and the real final. What are the plans that fans have in Adelaide from both sides? And of course, it looks like Indian fans will be actually realizing those plans and not the Pakistan ones.
First things first, 8 wicket down. The inevitable is almost near. Mohit Sharma picks it up, 8 wicket down for Pakistan. Another 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I'll give you what the Indian fans are doing. Adelaide Airport is open all of tonight. I was speaking to the executive chairman 20 minutes back. They're showing 3 Bollywood films. Food has been arranged for Indian fans. If you don't have a hotel in Adelaide, go to the airport, watch Bollywood movies, samosas and stuff have been arranged. Enjoy the party. There are beanbags all over the airport. Food stalls are open. The party has just begun. You don't have a place to sleep? Go to the airport and enjoy with your mates. Bollywood songs and Bollywood parties are happening in every enclosure of Adelaide, Shivani. 45,000, 40 51,500 people is what we are told is the set attendance. I can guarantee you 35,000 of those were Indians. And now the 6,000 Pakistanis are perhaps leaving the stadium, leaving the 35,000 to enjoy. It's been taken over. The Terence River is all taken over by Indian fans. It's only a sea of blue. The invasion has started, and it's a blue one. This will continue late into the night, back into the early hours of the morning. The Adelaide airport will be all taken over by India. Bollywood parties, bhangra, song and dance. It's just India, India and all India.
Right. India's biggest win over Pakistan in one-day international is by 140 runs. So Pakistan have managed to, escape humiliation of the biggest ever defeat. At one point, it looked like it could very well happen, but it will be still a big win for India in the World Cup opener, and one can only imagine what it will do for their confidence going forward. Let me go across to Amrita Shergill, my colleague, joining us from Mumbai, and she has some fans or already starting to party, isn't it, Amrita?
Definitely, everywhere in Mumbai the picture is same, everywhere the celebration is same. Now I'm standing in Bhaikhala, behind me is a big screen where people are standing here, they are watching the match, and just 2 wickets are there. With every wicket of Pakistan, the excitement is increasing. आपसे जानना चाहेंगे बस 2 wickets बचे हैं, क्या लग रहा है, कैसा excitement?
2 विकेट गिर गए, अभी हम लोग बाइक रैली निकालने वाले, बाइक रैली में फुल ऑन एंजॉयमेंट करने वाले, और 101% इंडिया ही जीतेगी, पाक हारने वाली है। बैक टू बैक अपन 6 साल अपन जीत रहे, तो इंडिया ही जीतेगी। अरे जीतेगा भाई, जीतेगा, इंडिया जीतेगा, अरे जीतेगा भाई, जीतेगा।
Definitely, so the excitement is there. Lot of noise because the crowd kids are sitting here and they are playing ढोल. आपसे पूछना चाहेंगे किस तरह का सेलिब्रेशन जीतने के बाद होने वाला है? किस तरह का सेलिब्रेशन जीतने के बाद होने वाला है?
हम लोग पूरा इधर राउंड मार के पूरा मिरोनिक निकालने वाले हैं, सब पूरा एंजॉय करने वाले, गाड़ी लेके पूरा हम लोग माहौल बने, बाइक लेके करने वाले, बाइक लेके हम लोग पूरा इंडिया का पूरा मतलब इतना सर्कल हम लोग घूम के एंजॉय करने वाले हैं।
There's a small kid, तुम बताओ मुझे क्या लग रहा है, कैसा एक्साइटमेंट है?
एकदम मजा आ रही है, और ये 2 विकेट जाने वाले हैं, हम लोग बहुत मजा कर रहे हैं।
Okay, so excitement is definitely there and people are just waiting for those 2 wickets of Pakistan. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Amrita. Fans are going to spill over to the streets, so if you're at home, perhaps it's a good idea to stay home, isn't it? Because if you get out now, you're going to be stuck in traffic jams.
Well, that's true, but you also want to be part of that celebration, Shivani. With the Indian flag out of the car, there's a chance of actually celebrating. And everybody says, like you said, when we started the show, like this is the final before the actual final. Every Indian fan looks forward to this encounter against Pakistan and in the World Cup. Everybody says, we've got to win this one, and then we'll take care of the cup later.
Absolutely. The implications of a win like this could be tremendous for India. If Boria is still with us, Boria, this is going to catapult India's campaign, which started on a very, morose tone with the winless tour to Australia for almost 2 months. It's just going to revitalize and completely change the outlook of the team.
Absolutely, Shivani. There is no question about it. I think it's already done. In fact, for the few minutes that you were talking to your colleague in Mumbai, Mr. Gavaskar and Saurabh were actually giving us spring rolls to eat and enjoy. That's what is happening in the commentary box. The party's begun in the commentary box. It's all crazy. I mean, everybody knows the inevitable is just round the corner. Everybody knows that Mahendra Singh Dhoni and the team has redeemed themselves. It's just a matter of time now. I mean, it's a matter of time before India wraps it up. Yes, Misbah, and the last-minute effort is still going on, but it's impossible for Pakistan. And yes, it's 6-0. This is a record that will haunt them. Misbah and Afridi, great players themselves, but as they go to the twilight of their careers, this is something that they will want to forget.
Yes, and there's something about Misbah ul Haq. He's always left stranded, perhaps not out and with a big score against his name, but not fast enough and hardly any support to him. On more than one occasion we've seen, and especially against India, he has some memories he would like to forget in a hurry. India has started with the win that matters in this World Cup. A win against Pakistan that is a mere formality, it seems, right now. Of course, stranger things can happen, have happened, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen for Pakistan. The jinx will not be broken. Nikhil, something about the World Cup and one-day internationals that Pakistan just cannot get over that hill.
Well, battle between the years, and Pakistani players, unfortunately, always looking to buckle down under pressure. even this
They
wicket.
almost create the pressure on themselves.
Absolutely, even today, if they were a little smart, their frontline batsmen had the starts, but unable to convert those starts. Even in 40 overs, Shivani, if they were close to about 210 runs, in this new format, the rules and regulation, getting 90 in the last 10 is not that difficult. But most importantly, you must have wickets in hand.
Yeah.
But credit where it's due, I think our bowlers have done a fantastic job.
That's where I was coming to. We started this match with Pakistan's bowling lineup being, feared at least. We didn't know what they're going to bring to the table. Most of them unknown to Indian players. But also there was a worry about the Indian bowling lineup and how the tables have turned, isn't it?
Well, without a doubt. I guess it's we were fortunate to win the toss,
Yeah.
and Mahendra Singh Dhoni, very confident, says, well, I'm going to make the most of the wicket early on. Gets 300 runs on board. Now it was Pakistan's duty to go out there and try and get that sort of run chase. So Pakistan side was always under pressure. And the way I think Virat Kohli and Suresh Raina set up that 300, fantastic. Initial period when that partnership happened between Virat Kohli as well as Shikhar Dhawan, you needed another person to come in and literally shift gears. Getting the momentum to shift in that middle overs. And that was Suresh Raina for you. Wahab Riaz had a good spell. I think Sohail Khan was bowling pretty well. And at the end of the day, everybody was talking about Irfan. The way Suresh Raina handled Irfan, the tall, lanky lad with that extra little bit of bounce, he was well prepared. He handled the short pitch stuff with, I won't say great amount of ease, but with ease. You could clearly see there was a planned method in how he was going about his batting.
Right, and the Indian bowlers stepped up. Even on a pitch like the one at Adelaide, the spinners played a very crucial role. Ashwin, the breakthrough that he got with the second wicket, and then Jadeja with not just with his fielding but also with his bowling, that just completely broke Pakistan batting lineup.
Well, I guess it was the pace of the Indian spinners. That's why they were, purchasing the wickets. At the end of the day, Shahid Afridi as well as Yasir, when he was bowling, I think they were too quick through the air, so there was hardly any turn off the wicket. But I think Ashwin as well as Jadeja, both varying their pace, made all the difference. You saw Ashwin, and I think you could clearly hear Mahendra Singh Dhoni from the stump mic keep telling him bowl slower, bowl slower. That allowed to get the ball to spin more in the air, and that's how you got turn off the wicket. So I'm glad, at least we talk about planning. The execution part was good enough.
Yes, we were wondering just how effective the spinners were going to be, but even as Nikhil was talking about the spinners, Misbah-ul Haq is finally out for 76 runs. He's not going to carry his bat in this losing cause, but once again ending up on the wrong side. Something about Misbah in India doesn't work well because he doesn't manage to get over the hill against India.